Hello, welcome to ALM for You. My name is Jagmohan Chawla and I'm going to talk about system groups in SAP Cloud ALM. So let's get started. So what is a system? So system and tenant are used interchangeably in different user interface in SAP Cloud ALM. So very simply, it's basically a tenant that you're going to use for a particular product line, such as SAP S/4HANA Cloud. And then what is a system group? Well, that's also easy. So when you put the systems together for a single use case and you want to manage them together, such as you want to manage, as an example, landscape chains. You may have multiple parallel projects, and some projects may be, let's say, implementation projects, and some projects may be upgrade projects, or you can have even multiple parallel project lines. And for that reason, you may want to create system groups. And the only thing you need to remember is one system group is belonging to one product. Okay. But within one product, you can map the tenants, or as I mentioned earlier, systems to different roles, such as starter, development, QA, and production. Okay. Where do we get the list of products? And this list is actually reused in SAP Cloud ALM operations use cases as well. But in the operations area, it's called as service types. Okay, so that's just a terminology you need to be aware of. And there it's called service types because, again, the use cases are more into alert monitoring and incident monitoring. So they are more services on these landscapes. But on the implementation side, we call them as products. But it's the same list. So how do you get a system group in a project? So we'll come to this slide shortly, but let's go to the system. So I'm logged on to my SAP Cloud ALM tenant and I want to create a system group. So where I need to start is this tile, projects and setup tile. So let's go there. And now you see the tab system groups in the left corner. So you click there and you can easily start creation of a system group. I have already started creating one system group called Acron Group S/4HANA Cloud. So I'm going to edit it. And as I mentioned in the previous slide, so there is a product and this system group belongs to a unique product and I can assign systems to that. If I want to create a new system group, then I can just click on the create button and I'll just say demo system group 2111. And now I see the potential products. So you may note that once you save the system group, then you can no longer change the product line. So here I can pick any product line and start assigning systems to that. So I don't want to use that actually because I want to use the Acron group S/4HANA Cloud system group that I was originally creating. And here I have already assigned multiple systems to my quality assurance role. And I can even assign more systems. So I just go to the edit mode and I can pick a development system, I can pick even a production system, and so on. So from where do I get the list? Where do I get this list? And this is what is managed in the landscape management area within SAP Cloud ALM. So let's go a bit deeper into that. So I'm going to go to my Fiori Launchpad and I'm going to see what's in administration. In administration, there is a tile called landscape management. And here you can see I can maintain my cloud systems. I can maintain my on-premise systems. How do you get systems here in this UI? So for that, I would really request you refer the setup and administration guide. But what is important is it's referred as service types in this UI. And if I go to the service type SAP S/4HANA Cloud, and I look for a particular role, and here you can see the preview role is not yet mapped, but the other three roles are already mapped. So as an example, if I just pick test and then click apply, then I'll get a very short list of tenants here with the tenant ID and other details. And this is the same list which is then available in the other UI for system group assignment. Okay, this is just so that you establish the connection. And now we can go back to the system group UI. Okay, so I'm back in my system group screen, and let me go to the edit mode, and let's see what can I assign to a quality system. And you can see this is the same list which was available in the other UI. Okay, you can also give a human readable description, and as I mentioned, for the same product line you can create multiple system groups and use them as your use cases need. So how do we assign this system group to a project? It's a 3-step procedure. In this video, I'll keep it very brief because I'll have detailed videos for that. But just to close the loop, you need to create something called a deployment plan, then assign the system group to a deployment plan. So here, as an example, I have a deployment plan called Acron TP. In this deployment plan, I have assigned my system group. And now all I need to do is assign this deployment plan to my project. So now I'm in my project. I need to go to the tab deployment landscape, and I need to go to the edit mode, and I need to assign my deployment plan here. The moment I assign the deployment plan, my system group is visible to the project. And what happens once I get the system groups? How do I use it? I use it currently in my task list when I want my specific tasks to take them to the systems directly, so that as a user, I don't need to worry about technical details or URLs or anything of that sort. Okay, so now let's go to the task list for this project. So now I'm in my task list, and here, if you are aware, each task has this icon which basically takes you to a subsequent URL for that task. And since this content comes from SAP Activate, whenever there is a task which expects you to go to a managed system, then that information is already coming as part of the content. So as an example, I have a task adapt configuration expert role, which should be done in a quality system. And when I now, since I have mapped 3 systems, if you remember, in my system group, the same quality role has 3 systems. So which one should it navigate to? Well, the system doesn't know. So the system gives you the 3 choices, and you can pick any one of them. Okay, you can see that in the list as well as in the details. So in the detail view also, the same capability is there. When I click on the URL, I get option on which system I want to navigate to. And here I can really select which system is the relevant for me. And that's how we use system groups in a project. Hope this video was relevant to you, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and share it in your networks, and stay tuned to the channel. Have a great day.